us today is a devoted traditionalist, a cultural educator, a community leader who is dedicated to preserving and sharing the Yoruba spirituality and tradition. As a key figure at the Ifa Life Temple and holder of the prestigious Babaludu Odeson of Ile-Ife title, he connects the diaspora to their ancestral roots through transformative cultural experiences in Ile-Ife. Ladies and gentlemen, join me as I welcome Chief Tajudeen Ifatade Ifasuyi.
I think that a lot of people, they don't realize the culture is so enriched. I came to the source so that I could learn directly from our great teachers, whether it's Ile-Ife or Shogbo and surrounding areas. I came here so that I could learn and so that I could share that. What actually inspired the Experience Nigeria initiative was when I first came to Nigeria. Like I said, it was just to, experience it for myself.
Ẹ̀rù ò lè bà wá, alágbèéká ti dòde, àyà ò lè bò wá. Ìrìn àjò mi sínú ìṣẹ̀ṣe, alágbèéká mo dòde, àyà ò lè bò wá. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ìrìn àjò mi sínú ìṣẹ̀ṣe.
Ìfàṣẹ́sí ti dóde, ẹ̀rù ò lè bà wá o, alágbèéká ti dóde, ẹ̀rù ò lè bà wá o. Boruboye family, welcome to another episode of your educative and interesting Ìṣẹ̀ṣe podcast show. My journey to Ìṣẹ̀ṣe, ìrìnàjò mi sínú Ìṣẹ̀ṣe, ìrìnàjò mi pípadà wá sílé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ kóòtù òjíire. Ìfàṣẹ́sìn Ọlọ́ṣun Ẹgbẹ́bí lorúkọ tí mò ń jẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ti ṣe mọ̀. Àmọ́ ká tó tẹ̀síwájú nínú ètò, ká tó kán lu agbami ètò gangan, ṣé ẹ ti subscribe? Have you subscribed to our channel? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ ti mọ̀ pé kóríyá náà ni gbogbo bá ṣe ń ṣe lọ́tùn lósì tá à ń ṣe kó lè dùn kó lè jọra wọn lórí subscription yìí ni. Please subscribe to this channel and let us know you're enjoying every bit of what we are dropping. Oya, ẹ pè gbogbo lébòde, call your friends and family, let them know Ìfàṣẹ́sìn ti dóde.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ìrìn àjò mi sínú ìṣẹ̀ṣe.
This episode promises to be as interesting, informative, and educative as ever. Joining us today is a devoted traditionalist, a cultural educator, a community leader who is dedicated to preserving and sharing the Yoruba spirituality and tradition. As a key figure at the Ifa Life Temple and holder of the prestigious Babaludu Odeson of Ile-Ife title, he has been instrumental in promoting spiritual growth and cultural understanding. Together with his wife Yolanda Oshofunke Ifasuyi, the founder of the Experience Nigeria initiative, he connects the diaspora to their ancestral roots through transformative cultural experiences in Ile-Ife. As an advocate for Yoruba heritage, he inspires individuals worldwide through his leadership and educational initiatives. Ladies and gentlemen, join me as I welcome Chief Tajudeen Ifatade Ifasuyi. Boruboye Baba.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for the honor. Thank you for doing this with us. We really appreciate it.
Yes, indeed.
So, Baba, can you please take us through your childhood? How was growing up like for you?
How was growing up for me? Okay. Well, I'm from Atlanta.
Yeah.
The old Atlanta, as they say. I'm from the old Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And growing up for me in the States, it was a combination of confusion, a combination of wanting to know my roots, a combination of, anger, frustration with the society that we lived in. But overall, I had a lot of great influences in my life, both negative and positive. But yes, like growing up in Atlanta in the 80s and the 90s, it was different. Anyone that's from that area, they definitely know. Yes. So I started off going to like youth programs, the Malcolm X Center for Self-Determination, New Africans People Organization, um, the New Africans, Black Panthers, and things of that sort growing up. So I was always active in our culture, and yeah, it was something else growing up in it. Now, just put it like that. Yeah.
Something different from what you have now in Ile-Ife, right?
Yes, it's so much different than what we have. And
Yeah.
I think that a lot of people they don't realize the culture is so enriched, especially like with the children, just the respect that they have for
Yeah.
their elders, things of that sort. Well, me growing up, for instance, my parents didn't play that, so I had to always be respectful. But it's just wonderful just seeing the genius of our youth here in Africa. Yes, 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 indeed.
But it's all wonderful. We have you now. So
Yes,
welcome
yes,
back home.
yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank
So,
you. Yeah.
Baba, can you share your personal journey into Isheshe and how it shaped you as a spiritual leader?
Okay, so I grew up in a culturally diverse family. All right. So on my father's side, I had a lot of people that were into Isheshe. My father even actually wore his Elekes to his dying days. On my mother's side, I had Islam. And so
Okay.
I grew up with a diverse culture. Okay, so growing up in the Deen, everybody wanted me to grow up to be an imam, and that was one of the things that everybody say, Tajuddin, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, and I took that on, learning Deen and things of that sort. But the deeper that I dug in I like to say the westernized religions. When I say westernized, I mean the Abrahamic faith. I realized that we were missing something. And it was something that my father used to tell me. He said, one day you're going to remember what these mean. You can dean all you want, but one day you're going to remember what these mean. And so the more I studied, the more I had to let go of the Semitic religions. And so embracing the culture in Isheshe has given me the opportunity to actually realize what our people have actually given to the world. For instance, like all of the stories from any religion or whatnot, we can trace it right here in Africa. And so that led me on my journey. That's when I had to give back everything that I had been taught. And I had to elevate myself in a manner that suits my majesty. I had to follow my destiny, as we say in Ifa. That's our reason for coming to this planet.
So, as a key figure at the Ifa Life Temple and a prestigious holder of Babalodo Odeso of Ile-Ife,
Yes.
what responsibilities comes with this role, and how have you been able to help with your responsibility in your community?
Okay. So along with being educated by some of the most beautiful, talented, and knowledgeable people that Ile-Ife has to offer, I take that knowledge and I've built a bridge from the States
Yeah.
to Ile-Ife to Nigeria, to where we're giving our people an authentic version of Ifa as it comes from the source. As we know, there's no one that would deny that Ile-Ife is the source. So I came to the source so that I could learn directly from our great teachers, whether it's Ile-Ife or Shobo and surrounding areas. I came here so that I could learn and so that I could share that. And so on our journey, it led from just coming to learn myself to starting to build a small temple, and then from building a small temple to building a bigger temple, and then connecting with Yayelodo Oshunkemi and Oluwawo Afidala. And it was just the an amazing journey. And so we went from building a humble temple to building the Ifa Life
Yeah.
Temple and the Experience Nigeria initiative. So it's been a real journey. It's
The
just
I-
opening up these eyes.
The Ifa Life Temple in Ile-Ife, you mean?
Yes.
Bringing into Ile-Ife. That will bring me to my next question about your project, which I'm really fascinated about. It's really interesting for me to know. When I saw it online, and I was like, wow, this is a very beautiful project, and which you call the Experience Nigeria Initiative,
Yes.
whereby you get to bring people from the diaspora to Ile-Ife to come and have the experience and come and see it firsthand, And I would like to ask, what inspired this mission, and how rewarding has it been since you started?
Okay. That's a deep question. That is a deep question. What actually inspired the Experience Nigeria initiative was when I first came to Nigeria. Like I said, it was just to, experience it for myself. And the feeling was so overwhelming. The feeling was so overwhelming when we stepped off of that plane and my feet touched the soil of our ancestors. And I said, I cannot hold this experience by myself. I cannot hold it. It's too big. It's too big. The world need EO. The world need to experience Nigeria. And when I stepped off that plane and I that heat hit my skin and I took that breath of fresh air, I said, man, I have to let my people experience this. And the reason why, the deepest reason why is that truthfully, me being raised in the States, amongst my people there, it's like our people, we're in a place there where we're not wanted. You have a lot of opportunities, but if you're ever driving while black, you'll find out that you're really not wanted. And it's like a lot of us don't know where we came from. And I think that it's just essential to get in touch with the land in which the majority of our people migrated from to the States. And it was just a beautiful thing, seeing a country ran by our own people, seeing the genius of our people. As you know, we're building the Experience Nigeria, the Ifa Life Kakeri Resort, a mini resort here in Ile-Ife. And we built it with no power tools. And it's amazing too. This very temple that I'm sitting in. Yes, it's amazing. And so we have to share that with the world. We have to. Just like people go to Rome, they go to Paris, they go to all of these different places. They go to the Bahamas, they go everywhere else. Let's come to Africa.
We actually really need more of these projects in Nigeria, I would say.
Yes, indeed. So
because we have a lot to show. We have a lot to show to the world. We have a lot of things for the world to come and see. Heritage. Our heritage is rich and beautiful, and I'm happy you were able to see that, and you were able to come up with this project, this initiative. Kudos to you, Baba, and I wish you all the best on this journey.
Gratitude. I'm just thankful to be able to share it. As we
how rewarding has it been so far?
The reward is, I cannot explain the reward. Truthfully, I cannot explain it. All I can say is that I'm not the same person that I was. So that's why people have to experience it. A lot of people they say, man, Baba, are you making a lot of money? No, we're not making the tons of money or anything like that.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, we're not making tons of money, but we make it look good. You know what I'm saying? Our people can make it look good. You know what I mean? And it's always not about the perishable things in life. It's more so about the memories, because the sole purpose for our life on this planet, the sole purpose of our life, for us coming from Orun and coming into this physical world down here, is experience. It's experience. And it's through your experiences you learn, you develop, and you elevate. So that's the most
Yeah.
rewarding thing that I can speak of. And the people that I've met, the distant family that I had to catch up with, and other people that I've met that have become my family, that have become closer than people that I grew up with in Atlanta. It's been a beautiful thing. It's rewarding. Yes, indeed.
That is beautiful. Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
And your reward would actually definitely come from, I would say, from the universe.
Yes.
The universe will reward you because
I see.
you are actually showing the beauty of our heritage. And this means a lot in preserving it and also cultivating it and also allowing others to come and explore what you have seen. And the biggest reward, no one can actually reward you, not with money, not with anything, but I pray the universe reward you awesomely.
I see. Yes, it's rewarding right now having the conversation with you. Having been able to come on your path, that's a reward within itself. This is something that's
Thank you.
I feel great. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
So, since you have started your journey as Onisheshe, as a spiritual leader, as a cultural educator, and all what you are doing, and also as a chief Babalodo of Odessa, we should talk about
Babalodo.
that. Have you faced any challenges so far, and how have you been able to conquer them, if any?
Okay, there have been lots of challenges. One, the language barrier. The language barrier.
Yes, we are going there. We are going there.
Yes, because I don't speak the fluent Yoruba yet, But the crazy thing about I speak Arabic though, so, but it's crazy. But it's been a challenge learning the language, and I love it. I love the challenge. But one thing about the universal language is the smiles that people give me, and that's a universal language. And in any place on the planet, if someone smiles, 9 times out of 10, that person has some type of joy. You're bringing some type of joy. So I see a lot more smiles than I see frowns.
We are happy people, always smiling.
Yes, it's always smiling. So it's been a challenge. Just getting amalgamated to the culture here versus the culture in the States. I say this all the time. A lot of people that know me, they know we came up hard in Atlanta. We came up hard. I'm from the west side of Atlanta. We came up hard in Atlanta, and I had to debrief myself. I literally had to debrief myself and tell myself, hey man, you ain't got to look over your shoulder like that. You ain't got to, you ain't have to do certain things. It's like when you see someone just walking up to you and they're like, Caviacio, and they're smiling, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
It's a different vibe. It's a different vibe, man.
Yeah.
So debriefing myself, because a lot of people, our people in the States, we are war-torn people. Some people don't like to admit it, but we really are war-torn people. And a lot of people have not figured out that the war is over. So we suffer from PTSD. We suffer from a lot of different hang-ups. So much so that in the States, it's you can always walk up to a brother and they be frowning. And and from the distance you will see them frowning. And you be like, are they about to fight? And then they shake hands and they embrace each other. Man, how you been doing? And it's just naturally frown. So it's different. It's different. It's different.
It's totally different, I can imagine. And also for you, cultural integration, I know will be a big challenge, but you definitely overcome that. You're a strong man.
Yes. But I think the stepping into like the title, that's what we were talking about though, I believe. The title.
Yes, the title was Babalodo, please.
Yes, the title of Babalodo of Omungo of Odishan, Ile Ife. That title was aided and assisted by people that actually love me for the journey that I made it. You know, the Yeye Fasila, she has been the cornerstone in aiding and assisting me in building the Ifa Life temple, the Ifa temple here. You know, also with Oluwawo Adifala. You know, he has been aiding and assisting me and, you know, teaching me Shay from a traditional level. And people took on to that. They seen me, they seen the work that I was doing. Even like prior to I met them, you know, a lot of people were seeing me. You know, I've been to the Oni's Palace a few times. Got a lot of good associations there. And people just they said, man, this brother, he's, as we say in Nigeria, you tried. You know, he's really tried.
Wow, you try, you they try, my brother.
Yes. So on the 24th of December, we had the coronation. What we're actually trying to do with that, we are trying to not only have the Experience Nigeria initiative, but we're also building the shrine out there in Odishan for the rivers, and just aiding and assisting the community and, you know, just developing that community as well from a spiritual perspective. And, you know, just opening the doors for our people from the West, man. It's like a lot of people have this this notion that, why would I go to Africa? They don't like me there. I haven't experienced that. You know, that's not my experience. So that's why we say come and experience Nigeria, man. Yes, indeed.
Wow. I can imagine how much of that you'll be getting lately, and even from people and the experience and all. The experience you've been sharing with us since has been so inspiring, even for me as well, for us to wake up, for us to know that which we have is actually precious and it's beautiful, and we should just continue and we should do our part to protect, to promote, and also showcase it to the world, to let the world know that we have a very strong and beautiful heritage. Thank you, Baba, for reminding us of that once again.
You're so welcome.
There is something I want to know that I know might be interesting for you as well. And that is about the language. You know, Isheshe is purely Yoruba. And you coming from the United States, you've never spoken Yoruba, I believe, and you come into a new culture, into a new tradition where they have a totally different language from what you have known as a child.
Right.
And you even have to practice the spirituality in this language. You have to learn Ifa. You have to be a Babalao. You have to do all sort of things in a language you haven't learned before. Baba, please tell me, how have you been doing this? And how has learning Yoruba been for you? Because I know Yoruba is not an easy language to learn.
Man, Yoruba is
not to scare you, but it is the truth.
It is not an easy language. I swear, it's not an easy language. I'm taking my time. It's been like, I can put it like this. I can understand more than I can pronunciate correctly. You know, a lot of the conjunctions, is a lot. It's different than English and it's different than Arabic. But I have noticed that we do have a lot of Arabicized words in Yoruba. So it's been a challenge. I have to be honest.
I know.
It's been a challenge. It's not something that you can just wake up today and just say, you know what, I'm gonna just go to chanting my behind. No, you can't do that. No, it's something that you have to take a little by little, day by day. You have to take little by little, day by day. And I'm working on it. Hopefully by next year, I'll be fluent. Hopefully by a couple years or a year or two, I'll be able to come on here.
I trust you that. I trust you on that, though. So, would you like to say some things, like some Yoruba words that you have learned? Like, maybe we should continue the conversation in Yoruba. Would that be perfect for you?
Truthfully, you gonna lose me a little bit, man. Let's see. Let's give me a chance. I know kilo shake, kilo day. Eku Ojo Meta, I haven't seen you in a
Ọjọ́ kan
minute.
pẹ̀lú.
Mojubo Olodumare, you know. Yeah. Yeah. I know a few words. Like I say, it's more so that I can I'm in the understanding phase of understanding the language. Yes, I'm very open about that.
You're
It's,
really doing a good
been
job.
very
I
good.
really appreciate you for this bold step that you've taken, and also
Yeah.
going through the process of living with a native speaker, of living in Ile-Ife, in living in Yoruba land, to understand the people, to understand the culture and the tradition. You know, learning a language, I can tell you, is not easy, especially a language you've not spoken before. So I live in a German speaking country. I speak German, so I can tell you that living with a native speaker alone can be intimidating.
Right.
But you have taken this bold step, and I give kudos to you for this. Thank you so much, Baba, for
Thank
going
you
on
so
this
much,
journey,
Baba.
and thank you for believing in yourself as well. So
Gratitude.
maybe by the time we bring you back on the show, we will be having this conversation in Yoruba.
Yes, we'll be speaking Yoruba.
I trust you for that. Don't worry, we'll work on it. By
Yeah.
then you must have written Yoruba books to even teach us how to speak properly. For those of
Yes,
us that
the-
must have forgotten some words.
Right. Yes, indeed. You know, when you're learning a language, you take it from a scholastic level. So, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I know, right? Before I release you, please, Baba, what messages do you have for individuals, especially younger generations, who are curious to know, to learn about Yoruba spirituality, about Isheshe, and who also want to connect back to their roots and their heritage? What messages do you have for them as someone who is coming from another culture, another tradition entirely?
Okay. One of the main messages that I have is to take your time. I know coming from a place where you don't know and you're trying to know, a lot of times we like to rush. Take your time. Take your time. Digest what you're reading. Digest what you're learning. And find someone that is actually connected to the culture. You know, don't try not to go to the Suedo. You know, go to someone that is actually connected to the culture, because that is what Isheshe is founded upon, that which is passed down to us from our ancestors. Patience, having shuru, you got to have that patience. You have to have that patience. So one of the main things that you need to do is just to tune into yourself. Another thing is, on your journey for spiritual elevation, focus on your Ori. Everybody love to run to the Orisha. I have to say this, especially in the diaspora. We
Yeah.
love the stories. We love running to the Orisha. But our people have a lot of internal work to work on. So, you know, doing that Ori work, doing that shadow work, you know, take your time. Take your time. Work on yourself, and everything else will come in time. And if I can mention, visit ifalife.org so you can get you some simple lessons on IFA. Yes, indeed.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Yes,
Baba.
ma'am.
Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
those beautiful words. And I know that our people must have learned one or two from you today, because I have also learned a lot. I have
Wow.
learned a lot from you. Thank you so much. And I wish you all the best on this journey. I wish you all the best in all you do in Ile-Ife, and continue to enjoy all the goodness of the land, and continue to be you, and continue to explore. And I wish you all the best on this project, Experience Nigeria Initiative, and may the Irumoles and Olodumare continue to be with you, guide you, and also clear your path for good things to find their way to you.
Ashe.
In the name of Olodumare. Thank you so much, Baba.
Ashe.
Thank you for doing this with us. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ashe.
Ire. Odabo, you can sign out in Yoruba.
Okay, I can sign out in Yoruba. Okay, Mojuba Oludumare, Mojuba Olarum, Mojuba Olafun, Mojuba Bobo Orishami, Mojuba Bobo Egungumi. Okay, and with that being said, Ashe. All right, Odabo.
Ibashe. Odabo. Ekileo. Focus, patience, and determination are all you need to skate through on this journey. If you enjoyed today's episode and you are even inspired to share your story with us and to share with the world, why don't you send an email to the email address showing presently on your screen, and please kindly follow us on all social media platforms. Above all, don't forget to subscribe for more, because being a member of this family gives you a direct ticket to our next episode and even to have more access to our more interesting and educational podcast show coming up on this channel. I would like to use this medium to appreciate our sponsor, OE Fashion. You can check them out on Instagram at OE_group_fashion. I will not bless me with this beautiful Aruba Osun bubu. Yeah, the full picture and the full video is live on their Instagram page and also across social media platforms. You can check them out. They are the #1. If I share see you in the next episode. Ìṣẹ̀ṣe Agbewa o, ire o.
Ìrìn àjò mi sínú ìṣẹ̀ṣe, ìrìn àjò mi sínú ìṣẹ̀ṣe, ìfàṣẹ ẹ̀sìn mo gbé dòde o, àgbẹ̀kẹ́ mo gbé dòde o, ẹ̀rù ò lè bà wá o, àyà ò lè fò wá o.